postponed because of COVID. This is June the 24th. Public comments regarding items on the agenda may be submitted during the meeting by calling in on an audio bridge conference call. The phone number and meeting ID and password will be posted on the parish website 24 hours before the meeting, so it should be there by now. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Tom Seeger.
Here.
Kenneth Russ.
Here.
Nelwyn McInnes.
Here.
Bernie Willie. Todd Richard.
Here.
Dave Doherty.
Here.
Patrick Fitzmaurice.
Here.
Weldon Crawford.
Here.
Kirk Drum.
Here.
Ron Randolph. Paul Barcelona.
Here.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Please silence all phones and electronic devices. If you disagree with the decision that this commission makes, you have the right to appeal it to the council. There's appeal cards back there on the table where the deputy's standing, and also speaker cards. If you wish to speak on a case, please complete a speaker card and turn it in before your case is heard. That way I know to call you to the microphone. Public speaking, 10 minutes each side and 5 minutes for rebuttal. And then please exit the building after your case is heard. Please rise for the invocation by Commissioner Randolph and the pledge by Commissioner Drum. Gracious Father, once again we come to you with bow down heads and lifted hearts as we recognize your grace and mercy that drove us throughout this entire day. We thank you once again, Lord, for our families, for our parish. We thank you for this commission tonight, Lord. We ask that you bless each and every one of us. And Lord, we ask that you also bless those that are leaders of our government, our parish government, and our employees. Lord, we ask that you bless every home and bless those that's in the audience tonight. It's in your holy name we pray. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On the back table. Oh, there's some up here too, sir.
There's some up here.
There's some up here as well.
You're welcome. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can give it to me. I'll take it.
We don't have any minutes, right? There was no minutes.
No, it shouldn't have been on there. They
Yeah.
can't have
You
minutes
just bring them
unless
back, I'll hand them up.
Okay.
that'll be done in the next meeting.
Staff, do we have any cases that need to be postponed?
Yes, Mr. Chairman. Number 2 on the agenda, 2020-1831 ZC.
Okay. Is that the only one?
No, we have on the second page, number 4, 2020-1844 ZC.
Okay.
And on the fourth page, number 9 and 10, 2020-1852 ZC and 2020-1853 ZC.
All right. So we'll need motions. I'll read them into the record so that we have them, and then we'll need a motion and a second to postpone until next month, July, August, what?
I don't know. That's good.
For number 2 on the first page, the owner requested to be postponed until August. It'll be not available this evening as well as in July to attend the meeting.
The rest of them are July?
No. The next one is July on page number 2, and the last 2 will be August.
Okay.
right, item number 2, it's case 2020-1831, ZC. Existing zoning's NC1 Professional Office District. Proposed zoning is HC1 Highway Commercial District. Parcel located on the northwest corner of US Highway 190 and Chinchuva Gardens Road, being Lot 29 and of Chinchuva Gardens, Mandeville, Ward 4, District 10. It's a 1-acre tract. Petitioner's Emerald Properties North Shore LLC, Sam Markovich, and the owner is Emerald Properties LLC, Sam Markovich. I'll need a motion and a second to postpone till August.
So moved.
Moved by
Second.
Tom Seeger.
Second by Mr.
Postpone,
Crawford.
second by Weldon Crawford. Please vote.
Seeger,
Yes.
Russ,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie, Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to postpone carries
Thank you.
That's till August.
till August. Thank you.
All right, item 4 is 2020-1844-ZC.
1 second, Dave, let the room clear. It's loud.
Okay.
Really? That only leaves, what, 6 now?
All right. This is 2020-1844-ZC. Existing zoning's A3 Suburban District. Proposed zoning is A3 Suburban District and a manufactured housing overlay. Location, parcel located on the northwest corner of Spruce Lane and K Drive, Lacombe, Ward 7, District 11. It's 1.03 acres. Petitioner is Jason Patrick Godwin. The owner's Cheryl Pasqua Godwin, District 11. We need a motion and a second to postpone.
I move to postpone.
Second.
We got a
Barcelona?
motion by Paul Barcelona.
Wait, I'm
second
here.
by
Are
Commissioner
y'all
Randolph.
postponing it?
Pardon me?
Are you postponing it? 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
here.
we had a request to postpone.
Well, she told me she couldn't guarantee that request, so I showed up.
I'm sorry.
You can allow public comment as to the postponement only, but not the merits of the case, since there's a motion to postpone on the floor.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, we've got a motion to postpone on the floor, so apparently somebody made a request to have it postponed.
Well, I did. I emailed
Okay.
her.
It's been posted. We're going to take a vote on it, and it'll be postponed until next month's meeting. Okay? All right, please vote on 2020-1844-ZC.
Seeger,
Yes.
Russ,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes?
Willie, Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes?
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to postpone carries to July.
All right, next item, where we have a request to postpone, is item 9, 2020-1852-ZC. Existing zoning is A1 Suburban District and HC2 Highway Commercial. Proposed zoning is A3 Suburban District and A4 Single Family Residential and A5 Two Family Residential. Location, parcel located on the west side of Louisiana 59, south of Dove Park Road and Campbell Avenue, Mandeville, Ward 5, District 5. It's 175.13 acres. Petitioner's A.J. Vallon III. The owner is DeVal Incorporated and Council District 5. Paul,
Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, Paul Marone on behalf of the petitioner of both case 9 and 10. Just to reiterate what Ms. Lambert said, we've requested that both matters be tabled to your August meeting. As you noted in the staff comments, I'm sure there are still outstanding items that the staff is looking for that is requiring some amendments to the plan. In addition, some of those amendments require a re-advertising, which is the reason that we would not be able to come back to you until August. So we would respectfully request tabling both cases until your August meeting.
okay. Thank you, Paul. All right, I need a motion and a second on item 9.
Motion to postpone case number 1852ZC to August.
Second.
We got a motion by Commissioner Randolph to postpone, seconded by Commissioner Fitzmaurice. Please vote.
Seeger.
Yes.
Rest.
Yes.
McInnes.
Yes.
Willie.
Yay.
Richard.
Yes.
Doherty.
Yes.
Fitzmaurice.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Drum.
Yes.
Randolph.
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to postpone to August meeting has carries.
Thank you. And the last one is 2020 1853-ZC, existing zonings A3 and A4 and A5, two-family residential. Proposed zoning is A3, A4, A5, two-family residential, and PUD, Plan Unit Development Overlay, parcel located on the west side of Louisiana Highway 59, south of Dove Park Road and Campbell Avenue, Mandeville, Ward 5, District 5. Need a motion and a second to postpone.
Make a motion to postpone case number 2020-1853ZC to August meeting.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Randolph to postpone, second by Commissioner Fitzmaurice. Please vote.
Seeger.
Yes.
Rest.
Yes.
McInnes.
Yes.
Willie.
Yay.
Richard.
Yes.
Doherty.
Yes.
Fitzmaurice.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Drum.
Yes.
Randolph.
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to postpone to August carries.
All right. All right, the first item is 2020-1800-ZC. The existing zoning is A2, Suburban District. Proposed zoning is A2, Suburban District, and requesting a manufactured housing overlay and an RO, rural overlay. Parcel located on the west side of Dixie Ranch Road, north of CC 19 Road, being 65327 Dixie Ranch Road, Lacombe. Ward 9, District 11, it's 5.94 acres. Petitioner is Ruby A. Pepper, and the owner is Hebert Henry Pepper Jr. and Ruby A. Pepper, Council District 11. Staff?
The property is surrounded by undeveloped parcels of land which are suitable for accessory structures and for the conduct of agricultural uses. And staff is not opposed to the request for the rezoning to manufactured housing overlay as well as the rural overlay.
Thank you. Is Ruby A. Pepper here? Please come to the mic. And you're just wanting to add a manufactured housing overlay to this property?
Yes.
There looks like it, I'm looking at the aerial that was furnished by our staff to us. Looks like there's three structures and maybe 2 storage sheds or something like that on the property.
One is for my school bus. I'm a school
Come
bus.
to the mic a little bit closer.
I'm a school bus driver,
Pull it down.
There you go.
and part of that was like a barn for our animals and such.
Okay, and then you're going to add another manufactured housing overlay?
Yes.
A mobile home?
Yes. Manufactured
Okay.
home.
All right. Any of the commissioners have any questions? Well,
Ma'am, how many residences are on the property?
One.
Just one right now?
Just one.
Just one, okay. And it will be 2, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's it.
okay. Any other comments by the commissioners? Anyone else in the audience wish to speak on this case? All right, I'll pull it back to the commission. We'll need a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Seeger, second by Commissioner Fitzmore. Any further discussion?
Seeger,
Correct. Yes.
Ress,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie,
Yay.
Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to approve carries.
Thank you.
All right, item 3 is 2020-1833-ZC, existing zoning is A1 Suburban District, proposed zoning A1A Suburban District. Location, parcel located on the south of Woodrow Road, west of Louisiana 437 Covington, Ward 2, District 3. It's 6.1 acres. Petitioner is Anthony and Christian Toomer. Owner is Anthony and Christian Toomer. Council District 3. Staff?
The property is surrounded by parcels of land zoned A1 Suburban District. For that reason, staff object to the requested zoning change to A1A. Note that the reason for the request is to allow for the subdivision of the property into 2 3-acre parcels.
Okay, thank you. Anthony or Christian Toomer in the audience? See no one. Anyone here representing them?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I make a motion that this be delayed.
Make a motion, what?
Postpone.
Postpone
Till
till the
next month.
July meeting?
To July, yes, I'm sorry.
Make sure there's no one else in the audience first.
Okay.
For or against.
And there's no one else in the audience to represent the Toomers on this case? Okay. Do we have a motion by Commissioner Drum to postpone to the July
Correct.
meeting? Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Fitzmore. Please vote.
Seeger,
Yes.
Ress,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie,
Yay.
Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona. The motion to postpone to July carries.
Thank you. Item 5, 2020-1846-ZC, existing zoning A1A, Suburban District, proposed zoning ED1, Primary Education District, parcel located on the west side of Louisiana 1129, north of Louisiana Highway 40, Covington, Ward 2, District 2. It's 11.024 acres. Petitioner is St. Tammany Parish Council, and the owner is St. Tammany Parish School Board, Council District 2. Staff?
The site is part of the existing Lee Road Junior High School, and the 11.024 acre property in question consists of a parking lot and a recreational building, which is used in conjunction with the school. The request for the ED1 Primary Education District will allow for the existing use on the site to become into compliance and also to accommodate for future expansion. For that reason, staff doesn't have any objection to the request.
Thank you. Mr. Shane?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Jeff Shane of the Jones Fussell Law Firm at P.O. Box 1810 in Covington. I represent the St. Tammany Parish School Board. Hopefully the staff report explains the situation. This is a parcel that has been a long-time component of the Lee Road School campus, and apparently through comprehensive rezoning, either at the fault of the school board, through me not monitoring this closely, and/or the plans that were put together with comprehensive rezoning, this 11-acre tract remains owned A1A. So we respectfully request that you consider making a recommendation to rezone it to ED1, which will make it consistent with its current use, and allow the entire campus to enjoy the ED1 institutional zone that it needs to be a, a good component, a vibrant part of the Glee Road community. If any of you have any questions, I'd be glad to address them.
Thank you, Mr. Shane. Anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against on this item? Seeing no one, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the
approve.
Second.
commission. He threw me out of gear. Wasn't expecting it that quick, Tom. A motion by Commissioner Seeger, seconded by Commissioner Crawford.
Mr. Chairman, I have a question.
Please vote.
No, we have a question, I'm sorry.
Oh, Bernie?
I have a question. Jeff, I noticed on the map, it's got a mobile home overlay on the property. Is that going to be removed? Because on the thing, it says A1A, it don't mention mobile home overlay. And you requested
We didn't ask
ED1.
for it to be removed. I think only the underlying zoning is being changed. So I guess technically it would remain, but I see no reason that the school would be making any use of that overlay in light of having the ED1.
Okay, because I'm not sure how that works. So the underlying zoning overrides it or what? I don't know.
Any further comments? Please vote.
Seeger.
Yes.
Russ.
Yes.
McInnes.
Yes.
Willie.
Yes.
Yay.
Richard.
Yes.
Doherty.
Yes.
Fitzmaurice.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Drum.
Yes.
Randolph.
Abstain?
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to approve carries.
Thank you. All right, item 6, 2020-1847-ZC, existing zoning is A4, single-family residential, and NC4, neighborhood institutional district. Proposed zoning is A4, single-family residential, and manufactured housing overlay. Parcel located on the east side of Daisy Street and the west side of Jasmine Street, north Louisiana Highway 36. West of Beta subdivision, Covington, Ward 10, District 2. It's .344 acres. The petitioner is Kelvin Johnson and Loscandra Davidson, and the owner is the same. Council District 2. Staff?
The 2025 future land use plan designates the site to be developed with residential uses that vary in site design and density. The current lot is split zoned, both A4 single family and NC4 neighborhood institutional. The requested zoning will allow for the correction of the split zone lot, and it's consistent with the site's comprehensive plan. While there's no manufactured homes in the direct area, the site is surrounded by stick-built homes, but there are manufactured homes in the surrounding area. As such, staff does not object to the requested zoning change.
Thank you. Is one of the petitioners here, Kelvin Johnson or Loscandra Davidson? Please come to the mic. Good evening.
How you doing?
State your name.
Name and address, please.
I'm sorry.
Name and address.
Lysandra Davison, and we live at 72367 Jasmine Street.
You can take your mask off so we can hear you.
I'm sorry. Lysandra Davison, and we stay at 72367 Jasmine Street, Covington, Louisiana.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against? Seeing no one, I'll close it to the public and bring it back to the commission.
Move approval.
Motion to approve by Commissioner Fitzmaurice, second by Commissioner Randolph. Any further discussion? Please vote.
Seeger.
Yes.
Russ.
Yes.
McInnes.
Yes.
Willie.
Yay.
Richard.
Yes.
Doherty.
Yes.
Fitzmaurice.
Yes.
Crawford.
Yes.
Drum.
Yes.
Randolph.
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to approve carries.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
All right, item 7 is 2020-1849-ZC, A2 Suburban District and Manufactured Housing Overlay and RO Rural Overlay, proposed zoning A3 Suburban District, Manufactured Housing Overlay and Rural Overlay RO. The location, parcel located on the east side of Blueberry Loop, north of Archie Singletary Road, Pearl River, Ward 6, District 6. It's 1.38 acres. The petitioner is Eric Penton. The owner is Eric Penton. It's Council District 6. Staff?
The 2025 future land use plan designates the site to be developed with residential and agricultural uses. The applicant is proposing to rezone the existing 1.38 acre lot from A2, which allows for 1 unit per acre, to A3, which allows 2 units per acre. A change in the site zoning will allow for a higher density in the immediate area, and as such, staff objects to the requested A3 suburban district.
Thank you. Is Mr. Penton in the audience?
Good evening. Eric Penton, 67163 Chris Kennedy Road, Pearl River, Louisiana.
Okay, you're just asking for a rezoning and
Yes,
maintain the manufactured housing overlay and rural overlay, right?
Well, it already has MHO on it, and we're just wanting to subdivide it, which is, the property width is 10 feet. If you subdivide it, y'all's typical lot is 90 by 150. We're at 100 by 200, so we're well inside the, subdivision limits.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone in the audience wish to speak for or against on this item?
He's coming.
Good evening. Please state your name and address.
Being choked. My name's Patrick Fisher. I reside next to this lot on Blueberry Loop. The survey is not accurate. It's from 1963. The new survey was printed in 1984, where 9/10 of that lot was sold for Jim Walter Construction, and there's only about 4.7 of an acre left. He's 65 by 300 across the front. I tried to buy that from Mr. Smith, Ballard Smith, before Katrina for $7,000, and Katrina came and we lost contact with him to buy that 65 by 60 by 300 lot. There's no land there. That land belongs to McGee.
The neighbors on the other side with the Jim Walter home.
Ma'am, you need to get closer to the microphone.
I'm sorry. The neighbors on the other side that built the Jim Walter home, they needed to have a survey for that for Jim Walter, and they needed a certain acreage, and the fellow, his daughter's graduating tonight, so they couldn't come. But he has 1.34 acre of land, 1.75 acres.
Okay.
And so he bought that land from somebody, and it wasn't me, and it wasn't the neighbor next door. So the survey needs to be verified, because there is another survey in there. Jim Walter wouldn't have built that house without a survey.
Okay, well, y'all are gonna have to get the surveyor and.
Right, somebody's gonna have to find a survey. I couldn't get to the
We just need
clerk's
to get it
office.
postponed until everybody can get their
Right,
paperwork straightened
until
out.
the-
So we know exactly how much land is left,
Right.
actually left.
Okay.
Because it's been sold 3 times.
Well, and we don't need to have it subdivided into a smaller lot anyway. We have all nice homes out there. There's no reason for that, but the survey has to be verified first.
Well, I believe Mr. Penton may have a survey. Is it?
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak for or against on this? I'll close it to the public, bring it back.
He wants,
Rebuttal time.
he wants rebuttal.
Pardon?
Mr. Penton wants rebuttal time.
Oh, okay.
Rebuttal time.
Do you want to speak again? I'm sorry.
Ms. Jan, I don't blame you for this abuse of miscommunication, and that's why I came to you, exposed to you prior to board advisement. We'll get it straight. I'm going to clarify that I'll come to you. Right. I'm going to.
Okay, all right, come on.
You need to speak up.
I've been knowing her since I was this tall. So her nephew was the best man at my wedding. So that's what I'm trying to get at. So out of respect to her, I was trying to clarify that I'm not trying to do anything. The land that I bought, because I'm in the civil construction industry, I know this stuff like the back of my hand. What they did was they brought a benchmark in. They set their hub up, and the hub is on that little piece of property. So whenever they set their GPS up to bring this hub in, they brought it over to, so that stake and flagging that J.V. Burke's done means nothing. You know what I'm saying? So my survey is for the 200-foot by 300-foot lot. The section that she's saying where the Jim Walter home is not my property, and it's not on my survey. It's just, you see the flagging, I understand her, looking at the flagging and thinking that we're trying to take their property, and that's not the case.
Okay, all right.
Right. Okay?
Thank you. Yes, you have a comment?
Okay, if she's going to speak, I may need to pull the mask down. I can't understand.
I have my glasses.
Ma'am, you can drop your mask if you want to.
To speak.
You got to speak.
We have the original plat map of the whole subdivision from 1965.
That lot is 300 by 200, and 120 feet of it was sold in
Fill it out,
1984.
there's pens right there, and then give it to me.
120 by 300 feet was sold in 1984 to Huey and Susan McGee.
Right.
And there's only like I said, there's only 65 feet of that 200 feet left.
Okay.
But if you add their footage on this plat map, it doesn't, the 1.34 acre that they sold to Kevin and Starr is not this amount. They had 9/10 of an acre, and they bought more land for Jim Walter to build that home on.
9/10
Okay.
Because I talked to Huey myself,
Ma'am?
and they put he told me that they had to resurvey it for Jim Walter, and he showed us where the stakes were, and we started to put our fence up there in 1984. So I
Okay,
know
we're not
there's
going to be
another
able to take any action on what you're asking for, okay? All we can do is change the zoning from an A2 to an A3, and then everything else as far as the survey and that, you need to get a surveyor or get you an attorney and get it all taken care of.
How can you change the zoning to something that you don't know what he's got other than in a piece of paper?
That'll be part of recording
We
this
don't
zoning.
want it zone changed.
That's what
We
we're
don't
gonna
want that.
discuss.
It says in all the paperwork that it's a one-family per lot unless you're gonna
Ma'am.
put a central sewer system in.
Okay.
And I live
We-
right next
we
door to
have-
that property.
The other item
And my
that,
property value is gonna go down. And I don't appreciate that, and none of the other residents of the neighborhood do either.
okay, all right.
So
But,
we don't approve of this zoning change.
Got it.
well, I mean,
talk about it.
I think the reason that changing the zoning on it is because of the size of the property, okay? Now,
But you have to verify the size of the property to be able to change the zoning.
apparently, that's going to take, well, before it can be recorded at the clerk's office, it'll have to be verified. Okay? Now, there's another, Joseph McNeil would also like to speak on this, okay?
Okay.
All right.
That must be the neighbor that tried to call, and I didn't answer the phone, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Joe McNeil. I live right on the other side of that lot, and we just purchased that house. And the reason we purchased it because of the 1 acre lots. And right now, I mean, all they want to do is just to put the 2 rental places there, and it's going to drop our property value. And we just bought the house.
Okay,
So you're against the rezoning?
Yes, correct.
okay. Thank you. Yes, yes.
I don't know how many rebuttals we can have.
I respect, that they just purchased a house, and I get it. I live 7, 8 miles from there. When I built my house, I overbuilt, paid $700,000 for the house. Y'all allowed trailers to move in around me. I get that concept. But the bottom line of it is, to me, I don't know disrespect to anybody, but it's an investment to me. It meets the criteria. There's 13,000 acres of hunting club adjacent to it. So the density is not really an issue to me.
Okay, and when you came in and filed the paperwork on this, you requested the zoning to A3, or that's what staff recommended to you?
Sir?
The agenda says that the current zoning is A2.
Yes, sir.
And you're asking for A3.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Helen, is that something that y'all recommended to down zoning?
Well, so as the staff report states, we're not in favor of the request. This is what the petitioner is requesting. He wanted to subdivide the property into 2 parcels, so he's requesting this zoning change.
Okay, so in order to subdivide it into 2 parcels, you had to go to A3.
Right.
Okay? Is that
Yeah,
complicated?
all I can be is candid and honest. I bought the thing as an investment to divide the thing up, put 2 mobile homes on it. The property fell inside the criteria. It's in an already MHO area. When you subdivide it, it supersedes y'all's minimum lot requirements. So I personally, just don't see it was a bad investment.
Okay, thank you. All right, anyone else wish to speak on this item? I'm going to close it to the public and bring it back to the commission.
I'll be happy. First of all, there is obviously some potential title issues here that need to be worked out, the legal descriptions of your properties. That's not something that the zoning commission would be involved in. All we talk about is land use. So while I respect that there's some question marks about the size of your property, that's not something we can deal with here. That's something you're going to have to deal with the title insurance that you purchased, the legal description. You're going to have to get your lawyer involved. That being said, without this information, I still didn't see a compelling reason to change it from A2 to A3 in an area that's all A2 around it. So I move to deny.
Second.
We got a motion to deny?
Deny.
Deny. And we have a second. Any further comments? Seeing none, please vote.
Seeger?
Yes.
Russ?
Yes.
McInnes?
Yes.
Willie?
Yay.
Richard?
Yes.
Doherty?
Yes.
Fitzmaurice?
Yes.
Crawford?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Randolph?
Yes.
Barcelona?
Yes.
The motion to deny carries.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, to the council.
Yeah. Their appeal cards are back there on
The appeal form is on the table.
the table. All right, item 8, 2020-1851-CC. Existing zoning is A2 Suburban District. Proposed zoning is A4 Residential District and Manufactured Housing Overlay. Parcel located on the northwest side of Shady Pine Road, north of US Highway 190, Lacombe, Ward 7, District 7. It's .58 acres. Petitioners Elisa Jordan. Owner is Stephen and Elijah Sims, Council District 7. Staff?
The subject site is flanked by property that is zoned A2 Suburban District to the east, west, and north, and is adjacent to property zoned HC2 Highway Commercial to the south. The applicant is proposing to rezone the existing .58 acre lot from A2, which allows 1 residential unit per acre, to A4, which allows 4 residential units per acre. That being said, the petition site is comprised of .5 acres and would therefore only be permitted 2 main dwelling units on the property through the petition zoning change. The reason for the request is to place a new mobile home on the property that would be the second primary residence. A change in this site zoning will allow for the higher density in the immediate area, and that, therefore, staff recommends that the request for the A4 Suburban District designation be denied.
Thank you. Is Alicia Jordan in the office? Audience. Good evening.
Hello.
Tell us what you want to do.
Well, we have a house on the property already. It's quite small, and we have a large family, so we would like to buy a manufactured home and put next door. We had one there before. It was took after Stephen's mother passed away.
Okay. Thank you. Anyone else in the audience wish to speak for or against on this item? Seeing no one, I will bring it back to the commission. Commissioner Crawford.
I have a question.
Who is Miss Alicia Jordan?
I'm Stephen's fiance. Stevenson's, he's the owner.
My question is this: were you going to move that previous mobile home that's too small?
They repossessed it.
I'm sorry?
They repossessed it. It's already gone.
Thank you.
Alicia Jordan.
I have a question.
Yes.
Tom, were you finished?
Tom, were you finished? Tom, were you finished?
Yes.
Okay. So there's a residence there now?
Yes.
And you wanted to add a second residence
Yes.
to it? I'm familiar with the area, and I'm like staff, I'm not in favor of changing the density. And so I really, unless someone has a different motion, I'd have to make a motion to deny.
A second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Crawford to deny, seconded by Commissioner Steed.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
is the motion to deny for both?
No, just the zoning change.
Just the A4, not the MHO?
Correct.
Okay.
Have no problem with the MHO, just the zoning change from A2 to A4 for density purposes. Does that make sense?
Yes, I was just
Okay.
asking to confirm.
Okay.
So your motion is to deny the A4?
Motion to deny zoning change from A2 to A4.
Okay.
However, you're making a motion to recommend approval for the MHO?
And will recommend approval for the MHO.
Okay.
In that motion.
I concur on the second.
Okay. We all square on it now? Okay. Any further discussion? Nell?
I'd like to ask, why do you want another home on the site?
Because the house that we have there on the property already, it's a 2-bedroom. We have about to be 6 children. And the land is big enough for a manufactured home. As we stated, his mother owned one and had one there before she passed away. So we just wanted to replace, well, put it where she had her old one.
Why couldn't you move the one you're in after you do that?
It's a brick house.
It's a house.
Oh, it's a house.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
What'll happen to the house?
We still live
It's
in
still
the
there.
house.
It's just, it's small. Yeah,
For the family.
yes.
They just need a bigger
place to put the family in.
Uh-huh.
Ms. Jordan, is that, right here, I'm sorry, is that the pink house that y'all are in now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Obviously, there's no issues with the manufactured housing overlay. The concern that you're hearing is the density, the size of the property. You're asking for a zoning change so you can subdivide it?
I was really confused on what steps I needed to take to be approved to move the manufactured home to the property. So I was kind of guided in this direction. So I don't know if this was the right,
Sounds like the general consensus is there's no problems with the manufactured home. It's the density, the amount of density, the changing the zoning of the land is the concern. So I guess to staff, they could put a mobile home if it was, 1,000 square feet or less?
No, because the property is not 1 acre.
Okay.
So this is the reason why they were requesting to rezone to A4, to be able to keep the residents on the property, and also, and you had no intention on removing the residents, correct?
No.
Someone is living?
Yes. We have our elderly auntie. She's 84, and his brother Elijah Sims, and it's a 2-bedroom.
So even if they get the manufactured housing overlay, they will not be able to move another residence or to move a mobile home on a property.
So basically, if a mobile home is moved to the site, it will not conform to A2 as it stands currently.
Yes, regardless that the commission approves the A4 and the MHO, or just the MHO, no other residents will be able to be moved on the property.
Yeah, they need both, not one or the other.
Correct.
If I may make a suggestion,
Yes.
if the petitioner chooses to go forward with the MHO, I would suggest that the commission take it off as 2 separate votes for clarity of the record, to vote on the mobile home overlay and then to vote separately on the motion to deny the A4.
Okay, so it's already A2. Okay.
Right, if the petitioner chooses to just go ahead tonight with the mobile home overlay, then I would suggest doing that as 2 separate votes for clarity of the record.
Okay. Do you understand?
So basically, we're gonna split it. We're gonna I kind of understand. I don't really know.
Because you paid for the application fees, because you applied for the mobile home overlay, the commission can vote tonight to put that overlay on your property.
Okay.
But as the staff said, you still will not be able to move a mobile home onto the property, even if the commission approves it, because the lot's not large enough if the rezoning to A4 is denied.
Okay.
So that designation will go on the property, but it doesn't change the fact that without the rezoning, you still would not be able to put a mobile home onto the property.
Okay.
Ms. Helen, trying to find a solution for this problem. If the existing structure was not there, would they be allowed to put the larger mobile home there if we vote to approve the overlay?
Yes, they would, but as the owner stated, someone is currently living in the residence.
We actually all live there. We all live there. So
Does that include your mother, ma'am?
that includes our 84-year-old auntie, our 5 children, me and Stephen, Elijah.
And you say there was a mobile home, I'm sorry, right here again. You say there was a mobile home there prior?
Yes, it was. It was a double wide.
In addition to the
And the
home that's
house.
there now? So it was there, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
They repossessed it in 2013, 14.
14.
So post-Katrina, it was there?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Obviously, was that a non-conforming or a legal mobile home?
Well, at the time, the mobile homes were permitted under the suburban agricultural, or they might have applied for a conditional use permit at the time.
Is there any grandfathering where that since that mobile home was there and now it's gone, they could grandfather back in.
Since it's been removed for more than 1 year, then it's no longer grandfathered in.
We'd have to be the grandfathers to allow it. That's what would have to happen. We would have to be the grandfathers that allowed it.
All right, where are we? We've got a motion and a second to deny.
Is this on the HMO or on the land use?
We're going to take
Let's,
two votes?
If
let's,
we're gonna
let's,
split
let's
it.
re, let's have a new motion, so we, as suggested by legal.
Yeah,
So you
okay.
want me to withdraw that motion?
Yes,
Is that-
please.
is that the
Yes.
right thing to do?
Yes.
I would recommend doing it as two separate motions, so whichever one you
withdraw
want
your
to take up
motion.
first.
Withdraw the second, let him come up with a new motion, please.
So we're scratching what we said already.
Tom, is that all right with you?
Yeah.
You seconded. Okay, so Mr. Crawford's making a motion now to withdraw his original motion, and you seconded, right? Okay.
Okay.
Please vote on that.
That's for the A4 to deny, correct?
To withdraw.
Can we just,
Oh, withdraw?
This is just to withdraw the previous motion.
we're gonna start over.
Okay. So I'm taking a vote to withdraw.
Call for the vote, yes.
Seeger,
Yes.
Rath,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie, Richard.
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes.
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The original motion to deny has been withdrawn. Carries.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion regarding the zoning change, a motion to deny A2 to A4 zoning change.
Okay. We got a motion to deny the A2 to A4. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Second by Commissioner Reese. Please vote.
Seeger.
No.
Wait a minute. Ress,
Yes.
McInnes,
No.
Willie,
Yay.
Richard,
No.
Doherty,
Yes.
Fitzmaurice,
No.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
No.
Randolph,
No.
Barcelona.
No.
So the motion to deny did not carry, correct?
That's correct.
It failed.
You'll need to take further action.
Pardon?
The commission will need to take further action.
Okay. So we can go ahead and put the manufactured housing overlay on the A2?
No, we can do everything.
We'll do everything. So I'd like to make a motion to approve the manufactured housing overlay.
Your motion's what?
To approve the manufactured housing overlay.
Second.
Okay.
I can't understand what y'all are saying, I'm sorry.
Approve the manufactured housing overlay.
Okay, and it was Fitz
Fitz.
and Seeger?
Barcelona.
Oh, Barcelona.
Okay, we got a motion and a second on adding a manufactured housing overlay.
To approve it.
Is that correct?
Seeger,
Yes.
Ress,
Yes.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie,
Yay.
Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes?
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph,
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to approve the MHO carries.
Thank you.
We still have.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve the zoning request to A4.
We did that.
Yep, you can approve the zoning request. Do we have a second? I'll second it.
Okay. Okay, we got a motion and a second
Okay,
to approve the A4. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, any further discussion?
Fitz.
Fitz and you second.
Please vote.
I'll explain.
Seeger,
Yes.
Ress,
No.
McInnes,
Yes.
Willie,
No.
Richard,
Yes.
Doherty,
Yes?
Fitzmaurice,
Yes.
Crawford,
No.
Drum,
Yes.
Randolph.
Yes.
Barcelona.
Yes.
The motion to approve the A4 carries, correct?
What's the vote total, please?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yes, 3 no. Nay.
Okay. Motion carries.
Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
All right, the next two have been postponed till August. New business, we need to have a discussion very quickly on, are we going to meet here for July, or do you prefer to go back to the council chambers for July?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a comment on that before we vote. Having seen our council hold council meetings in chambers with various plexiglass-type barriers that are in place, I'm confident we can hold a meeting there. The issue was the size of our audience and the concern that we might have a lot of people come out for some of the items that we deal with, and it would allow people not to be able to socially distance. But I think that if we hold a meeting there and somehow come up with a system where we invite cases in so that we don't overwhelm the room. I know that another municipality is currently doing that, where case number 1 or case number 1 and 2 come into the room, and when they leave, exit the side door, the next cases come in. It's possible that we could do it. I don't know if staff has any comments or concerns. I mean, obviously you're over there more, so can you maybe comment on it?
Really, it's up to the commission. Another suggestion would be is to hold a special meeting on an additional night to hold, certain cases. So it's kind of up to y'all. We'll support y'all decision either way, and both options are good. So.
Okay. Well, obviously, it takes a lot of extra effort on our staff's part. Our IT staff has done a fantastic job making this happen, but it is difficult to pull off, and so it's up to whether we feel safe and whether or not we can accommodate the crowds.
Well, I think we can accommodate the crowd, but we have to would have to do it like Commissioner Richard was indicating. Bill, you have a comment?
Yeah, just for what it's worth, I asked President Cooper about this last night in view of the fact that Phase 4 has been extended and the parish apparently has said that they're going to go along with that. And he said it was still an open question as to whether they could even meet in the council chambers. So he seemed to indicate, to me at least, a possibility that you all would be required to meet here, just for what it's worth. I did speak to him about it.
Okay, thank you. We're going to try and, in my mind, my thought is that we will try and move back to the council chambers, and we will have to handle it very similar to what Commissioner Richard. In other words, we'll have to be sure that we don't overrun the quantity of people in the chambers, which that'll be more up to the sheriff on duty there to keep track of who's in and who's out, and we'll have to announce, have a mechanism to announce, whether it's call somebody on a cell phone or hold up a sign or something if they're sitting in a car or sitting outside or just what. But I'd like to see us try and move back to the council chambers. Any other discussion? Any other comments? Ron?
Yeah, I too would like to go back to the facility, but I have to err on caution, not so much safety, because we all know what we can do with our mask, but it's the distancing that may cause, and I'm thinking about staff and security, handling the crowd and making sure that the crowd is aware of what case we're talking about. And if everybody wants to come to hear that case, good weather or bad weather, attitudes, I just want us to err on caution, because we can get a lot of people in these meetings. And logistically, I just err on caution with the staff and with security and how they're going to actually monitor that many people sometimes. That's just my feeling. I love the other building because I can hear you better.
I agree.
But and plus there's a lighter load on our staff, you know, when we're in the facility. But if staff feel and security feel that they can handle the what I would call the attitude of a lot of unhappy people that may not be able to enter the building because they want to hear their case, and we've already reached a number, I'm okay with it.
Okay. All right.
So,
You need-
so if there's a set procedure in place at the council chambers to handle large crowds, then I have no issue with it.
Okay.
If there's already a procedure in place that's suitable and that's safe, then as long as we follow that procedure.
What's that?
The procedure is for other people to wait outside the group, so you may have people clustered in the
Right.
portico.
That's not the procedure.
Closer than they would be
That's
in
not
the
the
city.
procedure. That's not the procedure.
Well, I'm just saying that's what's happened in the past, when there's been over.
Oh, we have a better procedure than that. Yeah, we have a better procedure.
Clustered outside.
No, well, that procedure has not taken place during the pandemic, to say that. Because I've been here, we didn't have any meetings during the pandemic. So that situation did not take place. We have a procedure that will accommodate this time in this facility.
All I'm saying is that in the past, when there has been an overflow crowd, the sheriff's deputy will not let them in, and they wind up clustering either in the lobby or in the portico.
We can handle that situation.
Or outside. I agree. I think we need to go with the governor's decision. And when the next phase for the state opens,
You're saying what, Nell? I'm not hearing you.
I'm trying to look at you and talk to the mic. I just think that until the next phase for the whole state is open up, we should err on the side of caution and wait.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
we saw how many, half the people got up this evening and walked out when one of these items was postponed. And that group right there in itself would fill the hall over on Coop Drive. Now, if we have weather like we had yesterday with the heavy rain and the other group of people has to wait outside, we're not going to have very many happy campers. And since the governor says another 28 days, I would highly suggest that we just come back here. It's not going to kill us, and it would keep things decently organized and safe. That, I'm done.
Mr. Crawford.
Adding on to what Mr. Drum said, you know, it seems like instead of debating how we're going to do this, easy answer is we know this will work no matter how many. We know this will work and we can move on and be done for one more month and let's just do it another month and not worry about it.
So what is the date for the next meeting?
Be the August meeting would be,
Well, the July meeting.
July meeting would be the 7th and 13th, I believe is the dates, right?
If we change location.
Have to what, Ross?
Re-advertise the cases if we change locations.
Correct.
Has it been advertised for this location?
It has been advertised for Coop Drive.
Oh, for Coop Drive.
Well, then we ought to go to Coop Drive. Or we'd have to, those cases would have to go another month, right? Re-advertise for 30 more days and carry them into August?
That's correct. We have to advertise 3 times before the meeting.
Right.
So basically, the July 7th agenda has clearly been advertised in the newspaper at this time.
So to be clear, if we don't hold a meeting at Coop Drive, we have got to cancel it or push it. Is that correct, legally?
Legal can confirm.
Okay, that's another difference.
Well,
I would have
I'd say
said.
let's go to Coop Drive.
Yeah. A second.
I'm in favor of that.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, well, if we have anybody that's concerned, let's just hold it here. That's fine. It's no big deal, but that's a game
That
changer.
makes it a big deal.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, so where did we stand?
Coop Drive, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Shoot.
All right, we got 4, 5, 6. Bernie?
He had his hand up. What'd he say?
Ron, Coop Drive?
Oh, with the
Coop
chimes.
Drive, I don't want to
And I'm Coop
re-advertise.
Drive, so.
I know. I do appreciate that there's some concern, and therefore, if there's concern, we should have not done it. But I don't know if we should push another meeting.
No.
I didn't realize that. So I think Coop Drive as it is.
Okay, so we go to Coop Drive for July then.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Members, it's hard to predict 30 days out where we're going to be with this situation, so we had to make a decision and move with it. We can put the proper policies and procedures in place to have a safe meeting at Coop Drive.
Understand.
Council meetings there, but we know we get a lot of people here. We can move them in and out.
Okay. All right.
Excellent.
No old business? Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second?
Motion to adjourn, thank you.
All right.
All right.